These are wattled cranes. Here are the tallest as well as the rarest species of cranes found in Africa. They can stand 6 feet tall, weigh up to only 15 pounds, and have an average wingspan of 8 feet across. This next long enclosures are cheetah run. Here we have our young males named Steve and Robo. An adult cheetah can weigh up to 130 pounds or weigh 7 feet in length from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail. They are the fastest of all the land animals, reaching burst speed of up to 70 miles an hour with an average speed of 40. And they can reach 40 miles an hour within 3 seconds. Unlike other cats, their claws do not retract, which gives them great traction and turning capabilities, much needed for those high speeds, and they cannot roar. Instead, they use a series of bird-like chirps, clicks, purrs, and moans in order to communicate.
I thought they do. You ready, Lily?
Corner to the left, we have our Chloé busters. They are the heaviest of the flying birds, weighing up to 40 pounds. Despite their ability to fly, they are normally ground dwellers. Their name literally means bird that walks. We have a male named Uma and a female named Eva. The clumps of bamboo you see are there to protect our animals from traffic noise along Zoo Parkway, and we are now approaching our African Veldt area. This is where you can find various animals and bird species that are native to the eastern plains of Africa, such as the North African ostrich. The one that we have is named Jack. An adult ostrich can weigh between 200 to 300 pounds and stand 6 to 9 feet tall, making them the largest birds in the world. And although they cannot fly, they can run at speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. They have 2 toes on each foot and can kill a predator with a single kick. We can tell that Jack is a male ostrich by his black and white feathers. Females are brown with gray or brown with tan. The large brown animals with the thin white vertical stripes on their back is our greater kudu. They are the second tallest of all the African antelopes, standing at 5 feet tall from the shoulders. We are currently housing 2 females and 1 male. And just past the kudu barn, you can see a goat-like animal, is actually called a Bonsi bok. They're one of the smallest of the African antelopes. We also have southern white rhinos. We have a male named Archie and 2 females named Gabriella and Condi. At maturity, they can weigh between 4,000 to 6,000 pounds, and their horns are made up of tiny strands of keratin, which can also be found in human hair and fingernails. This building to the left is our rhino barn. The barn you see along this shore and throughout the zoo is where we keep our animals overnight during very severe weather. Just past the rhino barn, you can see our Stanley cranes, and just behind them we have our highly endangered okapi enclosure. Unfortunately, they put the fence up because they get a little skittish of the traffic noise behind the scenes, but they are easily the rarest animal that we have here at the Jacksonville Zoo. Although we have similar stripe markings as to the ones found on a zebra, they are more closely related to the giraffe, and are also the only living relative of them. We have a male named Camacho and a female named Nafuna, and you can get a better look at them as well as the Grimby zebras along the Africa Walkway. The next area to the left is our Elephant Plaza. This is where you can find various birds and some of Africa's most dangerous snakes. To the immediate left, we have our African elephants. You can tell that these are African elephants by the shape of their ears. It does resemble the continent of Africa. Looks like we have our 2 females in the yard. Their names are Sheena and Sandy. And we have 1 male. His name is Ali. Ali stands about 10 feet tall at the shoulders and weighs roughly 12,000 pounds. He was donated to our zoo back in 1997 by the late Michael Jackson. An elephant trunk has several different uses. It could be used for touching, smelling, or bringing food and water to its mouth. It's an extension of its upper lip and made up of 150,000 clusters of muscles, making it strong enough to pick up something as heavy as a 1-ton log, and yet sensitive enough to pick up something as small as a single blade of grass or a penny. Past the elephant and giraffe barn, we now come across our giraffe exhibit. Sits on 2.5 acres of land and is home to our 7 reticulated giraffes. We have a male named Duke. He's our oldest and tallest giraffe here at the Jacksonville Zoo. Our females are Faraja, Naomi, Spock, and Luna. And if you look closely, we spotted 2 smallest ones. Those are our newest born, a female named Peachy and a male who has yet to be named. They make a grand total of 39 giraffes being born here at the Jacksonville Zoo, 16 of which have been fathered by Duke. You can tell Duke easily apart from the other giraffes by his darker coloration. And just across the field is our giraffe overlook. This is where you can get a closer look at these tallest land animals. You can also feed them while you're there for the small fee of $2. And just in case you did not know, just like a group of lions is called a pride, a group of giraffes is called a tower. And we are now approaching our award-winning exhibit, the Range of the Jaguar. This is also our South America part of the zoo. Here we are currently housing 6 jaguars. 3 females, Anka, Zazie, and Zenta, and 3 males, Chuko, Sabin, and Khan. The building with all the pipes in the back is a Lost Temple exhibit. This is where you can find various reptiles, small monkeys, and South American fruit bats. This next long low building is a 9 quarters for each of our animals within the River's Edge exhibit. That includes a giant anteater, the Harold monkey, squirrel monkey, bear saber, and the capybara. The capybara is the largest rodent in the world, weighing up to 140 pounds. Also, the Arizonosaurus aviary, which is home to our giant river otters and various birds, turtles, and fish. And if you get hungry, you can stop by our Palm Plaza Cafe for a bite to eat, or if you have a sweet tooth, you can visit our Village Sweet Shop for candy, ice cream, and fudge. All these things are located inside the Range of the Jaguar. Next, we'll be passing by our Australian adventure. This is where you can find various birds and marsupial species that are native to the continent of Australia. His first enclosure to the left is our marsupial yard. Here we have Tamar wallabies and emus. Tamar wallabies can reach 2 feet tall, all the way up to only 20 pounds. You can also see our pair of emu in the yard, and they're the largest birds found in Australia. We also have our cassowary exhibit located in this area, as well as our lorikeet aviary, which is where you can feed the small colorful birds a cup of nectar for the small fee of $1. This screened building to the left is an extra holding area for our many bird species. If you look closely, you can spot a few of our species inside. We even have a hatchery there as well. And just past that, the gray building on the left is our Save the Frogs exhibit. This is where you can find out why the frogs are disappearing from our planet and what you can do to help prevent that from happening. As we enter Trout River Station, please remain seated, keeping your head, arms, legs, and especially your feet inside the train until we have come to a safe and complete stop.
Alright. Ready? Go see some animals? Yeah. Say bye-bye, train.
This is the back part of the zoo, which will be closer to our Land of the Tigers, Range of the Jaguars, the Australian adventure.